Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's been over a year since I worked on this truck, and the customers brought it back. This time for some more rust repair. To start off, over top of the frame rail, where the bump stop is, got a little problem there on each side. Brand new safety caps from Rust Busters for each side, but what it originally was coming here for was this. Brand new from Rust Busters. I think they're one of the few that make this. The front spring perch is kind of hard to find. You can get the rear ones. You get them from Dorman, I believe. Maybe even GM. But I've not been able to find these. Rust Busters just got them back in stock, and that's why the truck is here. Let's work on getting it apart and get started. While I've got the rear end jacked up in the air and the leaf springs up, we'll go ahead and get the bolt out for the front hanger. Get that taken care of, get it out of the road, and then we'll do the caps over top of the bump stops. Well, it's a good idea I decided to tackle this first, because it took me about an hour to get this bolt out, no joke. So now I can address this problem. A lot of rust in there, obviously. More we clean, less we gotta run. A little bit of rust there. See how much this hanger covers. We'll see. I might put a plate on that. Depends on how bad it is. Well, as you can see, I went ahead and cut it out because I really wouldn't have been welding to nothing. This is just completely gone. So went ahead and cut it out. Gonna get it all cleaned up, make a plate for it, and weld the perch on. Got it all cleaned up. Got a plate made. Now we're gonna get that put in there. And I got a little bit of gap top right, but hey, I'll make that work. not bad. This welded pretty good. Not bad down here either. This got a little bubble gummy because it's thin. And that's where the gap was. I'll clean it up though. It'll look alright when I'm done. The battery ended up dying on the GoPro last night, but still, I was able to get the spring hanger welded in there pretty good. Turned out nice. I like it. Now, it's time to start on the frame caps. Kind of looking forward to putting these on. I'm sure it's going to turn out pretty nice. And when you're putting the frame caps on, you want to make sure you got the right side. You know, make sure it's got the right bend in it. Put it up there. They all got these holes in them, and they should match up with the holes in the frame. If, you know, they're there. Depends on how bad your truck's rusted out. But you want to hold it up there. Put some marks on it where you're going to have to grind for your weld. And then, obviously, you're going to grind. You're going to grind all the way to the top because these will come all the way up. They'll fit snug against the bottom. After you cut all the rust out, put them on there, start welding. Also, before you start cutting the frame section out here, you'll make sure your truck is about as neutrally balanced as you can. Jack stands up there and about all the weight you think you can get off of the rear end. That way when you cut this, the frame don't banana on you. So pay attention when you're cutting this. Make sure you don't see any gaps opening up. Make sure you don't see anything funny going on when you cut your rust out. A little crusty, to say the least. But the main thing is the frame didn't banana, didn't do anything funny, stayed nice and straight. So must have pretty good balance on the weight of this truck. There you go. With the rust cut off of it, you can see how well this thing fits. I'm telling you, Rust Busters make some pretty good frame caps. Now, like I said, just gotta grind everywhere it's gotta be welded. .40 grit flap disc makes pretty quick work of it. There we go, got tacked up pretty good. We're ready to burn it in. Got this side done. It's all painted, sealed up. Turned out pretty daggone good. Can't complain one bit. The gas tank is out on this side. I went ahead and got the frame rail cleaned up. Now we got to cut out the rust. That way we can put the frame cap on, weld it in nice. Well, the GoPro died. Had to put another battery in it, but I got all the rust cut out on this side. And this side, was a lot worse than the other side. But all the rest is gone. Time to clean it up. Welded in. The frame cap is in place, and as you guys can tell, the fitment isn't as good as the other side. But that is because, you guys can remember and tell, I welded a plate in last time, about a year and a half ago, and that's why it's got this gap. You can see, maybe, the plate ends about right here. Now I'll end up squeezing this together, all the way down through here. It ain't gonna take much, but it's gonna turn out nice. There we go. Now we got a lot better fitment. Decided to use a hitty wacky poundy thingy and get it all ironed out. It all welded a lot better now. As you can guess, I've had a lot of problems with the GoPro. It's cold out here, the batteries keep dying, but nonetheless, the truck is done. It all turned out pretty good. I can't complain one bit. Even had some good old Christie's pizza delivered. That was a lifesaver. But, as you can see, turned out great. If you guys want to do this in your driveway, you can easily do it. I've done it here in my lean-to. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I appreciate y'all. Thanks a bunch. Till next time.